Buddy, and welcome to Mystics MMOs. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, guys. So recently, I've gotten back into DCUO to come back, check it out, see what's changed. It's been a couple of years since I played, because I've been playing Elder Scrolls Online. Now, there's a couple things going on with Elder Scrolls Online I don't quite agree with. Not to say it's a bad game. It's just at this point, I'm taking a small leave or break in between games. I'm still playing it. I'm just not playing it, you know, full time. It doesn't have my full time attention at this point. So it allows me to dabble and go back to some of the games that I did play or have played. Going from new players experience, veteran players experience, so on and so forth. But I'm in DCUO, and I was like, okay, what's changed? Quite a bit. Quite a bit has changed. Now, if you look in my inventory, there's these new things called artifacts. I don't have one. It's kind of nice, though, because guess what? I can go into my little journal, pick up the quest, you know, and then once I pick up the quest, then I can go to my on-duty tab, which is right here. I go to events, and I can go to artifacts, Oblivion's Bar, where I have to meet up with Constantine. Now, Constantine is going to basically give me some side quests to do to acquire these artifacts. Now, these artifacts are basically like augments that can be upgraded with exobytes. So it's kind of cool, but you need to acquire your artifacts. It's kind of the most important aspect. So it's kind of funny that John Constantine's helping me because, well, you know, I'm kind of a villain. So, I mean, I guess he doesn't care, but whatever. I'm surprised it's not like Brother Blood or something.
There you are. I was starting to think you weren't interested in power beyond your wildest dreams. At the very least, we need to get these artifacts out of the hands of the monsters that carry them.
Cool.
You out, mate.
Yeah, I'm in, John. Totally.
There you go. Now, let me check my shopping list. So, I've got a lead on a few artifacts. First stop, we're going to hell.
Damn right!
For last. Let's just jump right in, eh, mate?
Yeah.
I'm sure they're keeping my seat warm. Let's go.
I bet, John. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. They love you down there, John. I'm sure they'll love me, too. They've been waiting. I know a lot of people wish I would go. Go to hell, Mystic. Well, I am. Ha 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 ha. Hey, this isn't hell. This is fucking Trigon's fucking prison. What the hell? You trying to fool me, John?
We're after the rings of Azar. Pretty little things, imbued with the souls of long-past Azarathians. The hippie folks that long stood against Trigon.
Okay.
You may have seen rings like these before. Your friend Raven has a set to keep the demons at bay.
Sure.
Demons inside.
Raven's not my friend. You got the wrong person here, John. I'm not a good guy. I keep trying to tell you that. I keep trying to tell you, John. I keep trying to tell you. Take a chainsaw, bitch. I'm gonna pick up this gargoyle and smash it on something. Come my way.
A blood offering.
Kill. Kill, kill, kill. Okay, John. What's up, man? Why can't I get in here, John? Something's up. Something's up. It says I gotta go through this, but hold on. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, there are statues with orbs. Is there a trick? What am I doing, John? Come on, man. Talk to me. I saw a little portal here initially. Sometimes you wonder. I mean, I'm not traveling far. I mean, come on, man. Yo, John, where'd you go? You bastard. You condemned me to hell. Is this my eternity? My punishment? Shit. I'm stuck? Okay. Maybe I gotta put this down right here. Okay, hold on. There's a trick. There's a trick. So I've got to put the gargoyle here. Okay, I get it. So I've got to arrange gargoyles? Okay. That's why they're glowing. We'll figure it out. I thought John condemned me. Alright. Now I need to find the other glowy one. I think he was back here. Was he or was he not? There's missing a gargoyle. Right. Yep, we're missing one. I'll find him. Aha! You, come with me. All right. That's right. I knock you out like Mike Tyson. Oh no! It's Brother Blood!
The power.
I'm supposed to be helping you out, Brother Blood.
I will finish you off myself.
Not today.
Blood cannot
Bastard.
heal myself with your blood. No,
Right.
all the magical energy will be lost.
Yes! I got the 9th medal. It's very important. You need these. From my understanding. Oh, look, there was a heal thing. Oh, well. Okay. Now, what was you doing with this, Brother Blood? You were playing with it. Oh, something happened. Hey, John, you bastard. That's what everybody calls you.
Our next stop is the lovely suburb of Oa. In the old days, it would have been a real trick getting across the galaxy, but now old Johnny Boy's got Sector O on speed dial.
Yeah, cool.
And there's a duffer.
Do I get to kill people in there? Because I'm with the Celestial Corps. Let's install some fear. I'm with the yellows, not the greens. So I'm at Oa. Damn fucking Green Lanterns. Hopefully, yeah, you all deserve to die. We're not helping them, are we, John? Tell me we're not helping them.
The Guardians and their green lanterns are usually more the recycling type. They're not keen on outsiders digging through their garbage. But they won't miss what they don't know is missing.
Why is there Red Lanterns here? Oh, they must have killed them. Yeah, I get it. Oh, it's an orange lantern. It's not even a red lantern. These guys are just little wannabes. Get off me, you stupid orange lantern. See, who has the best constructs? I do. Look at this freaking thing.
Ouch!
Hey, man. Get out of that.
Ouch! 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 Yeah. You beat.
Hey, man, that thing's fucking hurting me when I do that.
You hurt globulus!
Little annoying bastard.
You hurt globulus! Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
That's right. Yes. Why am I doing all the work, John? Why am I? He doesn't like to get his hands dirty. Yeah, totally.
Since you're such a fan of gallivanting across the universe, I picked a very special location for our next expedition. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
Yeah, sure.
Probably spoiled the surprise.
Yeah, Boontube, yeah. Pfft, where are we going? Pfft, I have no fucking clue. Yeah. Is this it, John? No, probably not.
Got it? Good. That's a thing of beauty.
Okay, now what, John?
I will knock that smirk right off your face and into the source wall.
Steppenwolf.
Take me on. Fine.
Yeah, you do the work, John.
Order.
Somehow, I feel like it's not just going to be you, though, John.
I'll finish you. Back off. Well,
Sure, once you give that to me.
Die for apocalypse.
Of
Don't
course
wait
you
for
will.
me. Grab it now.
Got it. Don't tell me what to do. I'll send you to hell, John.
Nice job.
Shh.
Thought things were going pear-shaped there for a minute.
Yeah, right.
It's depleted. At best, it may have some residual energy. Well, I'm not leaving empty-handed, so let's grab it and get out of here before we draw the eye of Darkseid.
Grab what? What the? What did that bastard take me now? What is going on? John, what the hell did you do to these dudes?
If you're ever looking for something powerful that no one person should ever have, look no further than the United States government. They've got those things that could blow off your damn hand. Let's go get some. What do you say?
Yeah, sure. That's funny. That's a good line, you know. Sure. The United States government. If you're looking for something so powerful that one man should not have it, look no further than the United States government.
I hope you grabbed two. One.
Yes. Cha-ching. Okay. What's up, John? Look at that. Look at that. You see that, John? Did you see it? Looks like a human skeleton. I don't want to know. I do not want to know.
Well, look what we have here.
Whoa, I think we got something. I wish I would have actually looked further. Might have got more shit. Boo, I found it.
Is Dillasteel. The same silvery stuff that'll break your hand if you try to punch old Captain Atom or Major Force in the nose. If you get boxed a lot, this might be the one for you.
I don't know who you punks are, and I don't care.
Yes.
Mess with the
Major Force!
Force!
I haven't seen him in a minute. Yeah. What's up, Major Force? Finally, I get to kick a good guy's... Actually, I think he's actually a bad guy in a way. But I'll still kick his ass. Oh, they finally made him quantum, eh? That sucks. What's up, Major Force? Yeah, it's too much for you to handle, isn't it? What's up? Yeah, I got it, John. Kicked his ass.
Well, mate, you collected every last artifact on my list. I'll just take these and go. What? I'm a right bastard, everyone knows that.
Yeah, you are! We know this!
Since you did so well, pick one.
Pick one? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll fucking kill you and take everything. How's that? Okay, damage. Damage. Controller. Yes, abso-flippin'-lutely. Look at that. We have our first frigging artifact. Okay, now we have an artifact. Yay! Go us, go us, go us, go us. Okay, so as you guys can see, we got this whole thing called Ninth Metal. We can go to, what is it, Fortify. And all of a sudden, we just put it in here. But we need the 9th metal to do what? Upgrade this shit. And that's what we're going to absolutely do. And it's kind of cool because it gave you enough just to level it to 20. So now you got to get the rest of this 9th metal stuff to further increase the leveling process. And of course, you can get catalyst right here as well. So it's kind of cool. Excelente. So now you got to get catalysts. So, but we have our first. Now we can go in. We can dismiss this. It's just giving us, you know, to break through to the milestone rank, you must have the required catalyst. Each breakthrough attempt consumes your catalyst. Kind of tutorial to explaining how the artifacts work. Now we do have 2 artifact slots, but we'll just go ahead,
it needs the
slot it.
motivation to go on. What you need is a very special sort of item to help it break on through to the other side.
Cool. And that's pretty much about it. Let me check out any comments or whatever. So it's kind of cool. Alright, no comments. That's from my last stream. Alright, so going to the Hall of Doom. I don't know if John's got anything else planned out for any of this other stuff, but was not here when artifacts were introduced. Not too hard to get into it. And look, John's sitting here in the Hall of Doom. I knew it. He really is a bad guy.
Now that you've got the items you need, you can really give your artifact a boost.
Okay. So, now we have catalysts. Now we can go ahead, put this in here. And now we can go to the breakthrough. If I can dismiss this. Yes, I'm aware. And now it's going to give us another breakthrough for our milestone, which is Dionysium, or Dionysium. And it'll kind of give you, was born from the blood of the hyper adapter and is the key component of the Lazarus pits. Cool. And then super. Also, you got to be level 40. So, and of course we can upgrade our components. Now, once again, we need that 9th metal.
Is that they want to grow in power. They yearn for it. And they're always hungry. If you feed them the right things, it will make them stronger.
Then we can buy catalyst
fuel for these
catch.
little beasties are things like sunstones from Krypton and ingots of nth metal from Thanagar.
Okay. Marks of victory, 100 marks for other stuff. And we can get other artifacts. Purchase. And then raw 9th metal, 25. And it's a new form of grinding for your marks. Excellent.
Excellent, Mantis.
See, he thinks so too. Excellent. Excelente. Alright. So there that is. And when I go in, and we're going to go to currency, and you know, they have this new thing where you can like power up. You can pay $45, power up your character now to 170. It gets leveled up all the way, but I'm not doing that. It's just not something I'm into, especially like if it doesn't take me long to actually level shit up. So I'm looking at hands, belt, and feet, and a weapon. So I've been doing some weekly raids and some shit, so I can start leveling up some shit. And this is kind of a good place to start doing this. I'm going to go down to the controller gear. Okay. So as you guys can see here, 11 can buy me. I have 31 marks. 11 can buy my shoulders. So I need feet, hands, and waist. Right? Shoulders are really looking good though. Okay, so we're gonna buy the shoulders. going to buy our feet. And let's go with the hands. Okay. Now, once I get all this, I open up my nice little inventory, and then here we go. Can open up my Prometheus box, and it will give me options. I can take another vault ticket. I already have this Hive Defender chest. I absolutely don't have that. I think I'm getting that. Yeah, because that could be a potential. All right. Now, once we go into stats, now we moved up a CR rating from 106 to 107. So, kind of interesting. Pretty easy stuff. Game's not hard. It's just a little bit of whatever to the grind. Once you get figuring things out, things will move along. So now I can throw my on duty tab on. I have a couple of vaults, so we'll do a vault run. Usually my RNG sucks in here. If you're a paid member, you get one a day. I don't know how it works for the other ones. I think you always got to get vault tickets if you're not an all access member or whatever.
Welcome, welcome, one and all, to Joker's Room of Fun, Mayhem, and Prizes. Something to flatten your opponents? Or just some useless crap? Who pays your money and takes your chances? Break the presents and get your prizes.
I have that. Stupid vault.
That's it. Game's over. Step
Okay.
along, step along.
Open up my
Legacy.
inventory real quick.
Get going before my
So we got some
good wears off.
new medals, which is really cool. I already have this. Cannot trade, cannot delete, cannot sell. Oh, look at that. Slightly better back than what I had. That's kind of cool. Well, I guess I didn't have this hoodie. But I did have that. I also have a ticket. Alright. Always go to my stats. Check out my stat sheet. I'm hoping to get about 120, 140 by the end of the week. Hoping to. Okay, once again, I can populate my one-player event. Or I should go to inventory, I should say. Use my ticket. And then I can hit that. And it'll just throw me back in. Now it's reset.
Welcome, welcome, one and all.
Yeah, you
to
bastard.
Joker's Room of Fun, Mayhem, and Prizes. Something to flatten your opponents? Or just some useless crap? Those who pays your money to take your chances. Break the presents and get your prizes.
Should be about it. Was there one more? I didn't see it. It should be telling me to get the flip out of here. Oh, two more.
That's it. Game's
Okay,
over. Step along,
gonna
step
open
along,
up my
nothing to
inventory
see.
once again.
Going before
This
my
time I'm gonna put this
wears
back
off.
on
That
my
means
trinket
now.
slot. I like these new boxes, it's kind of cool. New trinket, vitalization, kind of cool. $297 versus $277. Nah, I'm good. Already collected all this stuff, so all that can get trashed. All right. Now, if we go to fortified, and now we can also upgrade these now, because we have to get up to 40 to do our breakthrough anyways. Let's see, we're already at rank 35. So it's just, you know, something you can get that 9th medal in your vaults, which is kind of cool. Or you can buy them from John for expensive friggin' shit, which I would say is not worth it if you're going to be having to get gear to acquire for your CR rating. Okay, now, once again, you always want to check dailies. You can do all this stuff and whatever. They reset daily, except 4-man or 8-mans. Those are weekly. So see, like Cape Carmine is the daily on tier 3 for 2-man, 4-man. So we got Hall of Doom, Outer Cavern, League of Assassins. $16 hours and 24 minutes before I can do this again. 24-hour notice. Family reunion I haven't done yet. Brother in Arms. Missed recovery. I think I did strike team yesterday. Yeah, I did. I don't think I can get it. No, I can't even get these. That's stupid. Why am I going to even queue them? Can't even queue these. Don't even bother. Because you want to get the marks of victory. That's the whole point. I don't need gear. I need marks. Gear's good to a point, but not if I don't have the marks. So I'm going to queue it up. I want to select my role. Of course, I'm a controller. Yeah. Goes pretty flipping quick. A lot of people are like, DCUO is dead. And it's like, there's cross-platform between PC and PlayStation. Xbox, I don't know what Xbox plays like right now, to be honest with you. I have no idea. Couple of things. Like, a lot of people think it's like pay to win because you can go from 170, you know, power up. I mean, it's questionable. Definitely not pay to win. I mean, if they would have introduced like tier 8 gear and tier 9 is max, then I would definitely say that's a pay to win. You know, feature, but since, you know, it's linear progression, it does kind of get tiresome to re-level new classes, you know, when they introduce so many classes to the game. The game has so many classes. And for PvE, the game's really good. The storylines, they do such a good job in storylines. Mechanic-wise, the game's very well polished. It's when you get to the end game and you get your best in slot that you're kind of like, oh, shit, what the fuck do I do now? That's where you're kind of like, oh, screw me. Now, dismantling gear, like your old gear, a lot of people would like to sell it to the vendors. Please do not do that. You want to dismember it. You want to, like, you know, break it down. So each wing has a salvage table. Whether you're in the hall, or, you know, if you're in the watchtower or you're in the hall, no matter what. So this is a salvage table. So you go to salvaging, and basically you can just take a look at the gear that you had, right? And you can break them down. It's just that simple. So I can go here, say, oh, look, I'm not using that. Oh, look, I'm not going to use that either. Look, I already have that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you kind of want to do. Just break it down. And then I always go and make sure what roll it's set for before I break them. Because I might need some of this for like a DPS roll. So I don't always break things down like, you know, whatever. Alright. See, controller. Don't need it. That's a PvP item. Controller. Don't need it. Okay. Now, once you do that, then you can come to assembly. Once you get recipes, you can assemble things. Right? And these are exobytes. So after so many, you can just basically create the exobytes. I can make a pristine. And come over here. Craft another one. And then basically, same idea. Go to inventory. I can go to augments, or I mean fortify. Then I check, select my rune. Throw it in there. It'll throw up the exobytes. Now, when you match the colors, you'll get bonus, right? So, for example, then you just fortify it. I'll make sure augment's stronger. Then you can also and that's how you will do those. Pretty simple. There's no real crafting, it's just enhancing, you know, or augmenting. Now, whether or not that contributes to your CR rating, I have no idea. It does increase your stats. So that's a plus. I'll check out the comments here. I did click it. I'm just hoping. What is your CR now? I'm a Green Lantern. I'll show you here. You can buy level boost to WoW too. No one claims that's pay to win though, right? Well, it's because how far do you go? My CR rating is 107 currently on this platform. I didn't start on Xbox because initially I started PC way before I did console. I was a PC gamer for years. Yeah, no complaints. Yeah, I'll cooperate. Shut the hell up, Amanda Waller. You fucking
Carol Ferris's star sapphires are behaving even more foolishly than usual. Fatality thinks she can headhunt from her old core.
Hey, I'm not supposed to kill this chick.
Release my corpsman, but be ready for them to attack. There may not be a clear thought.
Alright. We got a healer and 2 controllers. Why do we have 2 controllers? Why, does this game not like take that into consideration? I have friggin' a healer. I mean, I'm glad I got a healer. I would have wished for a tank. A lot of people don't do controllers right, and that's why I got into controllers. They just spam random buttons. Uppercut. And CC for the win. What's up, motherfuckers? Wrong way there, dudes. Oh no. Yeah, we're missing something. We're missing something very important. Oh yeah. Help that healer get recharged. They were opening her eyes. Okay, now there's going to be a little part in this that I noticed yesterday. When you can tell you're light on DPS. Shit. Heal. Oh, it's the healer. Shit. Shield. Damn, took long enough. Alright, well, I just have a lot of selections. You know, I think I'll take the extra mark. Alright. Gives a huge cheer. Yay! Go us. Just AoE, man. AoE! I just said AoE. Just... Jeez. Can't even get through trash. Where are you going? Wrong way. Alright. We gotta find a little... Nope, nope. Yep, we gotta come back here. There's a crystal needs destroyed. Nope. Okay. I'm trying to find it. It's got to be in that little one area. Half the looking around in this game will drive you nuts. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. They need to get the queue system right too. You know, honestly. Oh, look.
Protect me. I will endure.
It's Harley freaking Quinn! I hate her! She killed me a bunch yesterday. No, get over there. Yes. Don't let that... Don't let her stop you. Yes. Gonna get knocked out. Dude just left. At least we got another DPS. God dang it. All you had to do was just hold on, man. Okay. Just repair real quick. Have a little faith. Jeez, Matesus. I get it. We don't need 2 controllers. I understand that. Sometimes I wish it was a 5-man. You have 2 DPS, you have a controller, a healer, and a tank. That'd be perfect. Come out, Harley, you bitch. Anybody see her? No. You gotta be careful, man. That hammer will fuck you up. As soon as she says it's countermeasure, that's when you kind of go. Got it. There we go. Looks a lot better. Ooh, nice. Already researched. I have shoulders. I could probably use a new weapon. I don't like staff though on a controller. It's kind of my whole thing. It's my thing. I like the bow. I like hand blasters. Anything ranged. Rifle, I'm okay. I mean, I'm not like the best with a rifle. Rifle is very tricky. Of course not. You belong to the Celestial Corps. Okay, this last boss. I want to wait for everybody to get down here.
That's far enough. I was hoping my sisters would take care of your little incursion, but it looks like it's on me.
Cool.
Love cannot compare to fear. I will destroy them for what they did to me. This power is in your mind.
Yeah, well, I think you're gonna lose. Alright, pretty easy. Take a ring, and there it is. Completion time, 1744. Pretty easy. Pretty easy. Let me go ahead and let me open this. You level CR fast because that controller can be on the DPS loadout. Yeah, you can't dual queue like you can in ESO. No, the ESO fixed it though, David. Coming up. So the new update with Wolf Hunter, you can't double queue anymore. So literally, that's out the window now, and I'm glad they fixed it. I mained electricity power, but I don't play a healer. I DPS. Yeah, electricity DPS is really good. Really good. You know, the heal's different, but you know, it is really good. Really good. The game is actually quite stunning when you take a look at like some of the graphics and stuff and things going on in the game and the storyline. DCUO does things well. It's a very clean game. You know, I always tell people the game, the downside to the game is like the open world concept. Metropolis and Gotham. There's not a lot to do in there except Exobyte Farm, right? There's no like little side missions going on in there once you get past a certain level. It's like beginner level shit, tutorial shit, and basically then queue. Everything's instance based, which isn't bad. I mean, and I like the raids. I like the storyline. It's pretty casual, and in a lot of ways that works for this game. A lot of things really go hand in hand with the game. Unfortunately, though, there's also some downsides once you get to endgame. Once you get to endgame, you're basically either leveling an alt or you're just sitting there twiddling your fucking thumbs. And I wish there would be a couple more things. Now, some people would be like, well, you can PvP and stuff. Well, the PvP in this game's alright. It's not competitive. It's not even close to being, you know, it's got issues. I mean, the game's got some serious issues when it comes to this. So, I don't want to take my 9th medal. So, I'm going to actually come here because I'm going to use all of my 9th shit and fortify that. Okay, so it's kind of looking good. Now we can come over here and address some of these. I kind of like this system. Kind of like where the game's at in certain ways. The socket change up, everything's kind of a little different, but you know, it's not bad. I'm not saying, you know, anything in one way or the other. It's just kind of like, where are you at with it? Actually, I won't do that. I'll wait till my role changes. And I think I'll switch that to DPS once I do this. So one of the things I can do is switch to DPS, open up my inventory, then I can you know, take a look at this, and then it should be a DPS. I don't mind DPSing with this type of weapon, so it's not something, you know. Okay, now I see the might difference and things like that. So, okay. Just a different way to approach it. Alright. Looks pretty good. Alright. So now I'm going to switch back to controller. We go back to our on duty. Back down to our 4-mans. And it's all about, once again, everything's always going to be back down to the marks. And tomorrow I'll go over bases, layers, and kind of show why those are important, especially towards your end game. But currently 107, marks of victory is at 9. See, I like almost depleted my marks, and if you do the stuff, you will, you know, get up there. It's not hard. You do get through it pretty fast. Right now I have 150 replay badges, which does come in handy. And I think maybe I will queue up maybe for 8-man. 8-man's is kind of a little whatever. I was a little disappointed yesterday with some of the stuff. Like, I didn't get to do this one yesterday. I'm still learning some of the new raids. So there were a couple things I was a little disappointed about. I mean, pugs are always going to be one thing, but like elite, I would never go in there with a pug. Anything that says elite, typically I want it, unless I'm like tier 9. And then if you see that, that might be like somebody, you know, like, oh, I got some shit to break. I need breakdown material, so I'm going to go back and do all this shit. So I'm going to mark all these, except I'm going to unlock that one from the elite. And anyone I've done. Okay. So you need to be 107. CR is the recommended on some of this. So now that could take a while for the queue. Queue times are pretty good. And pretty much just about where we're at. Cakewalk. Cakewalk. And I have some skill points. I think I've earned, what was it? Like 1 skill point, 2 skill points. Woohoo. Woohoo. Kind of interesting too is the new stat point system. I kind of like it because if you've got points now, it's just making you so much better. Especially when you're looking at like trying to get things and, you know, specialization. So I like took 20% critical power chance. I took the critical power magnitude, and now I can earn skill points and put further into my vitalizations. Kind of important. Add that with the artifacts, add that with the augmentations. I mean, it really is going to separate like end game players. So there's a lot of things that to do in the game, especially like acquiring your feats, because your feats contribute to your skill points. And that's important because you can't have enough skill points in this game. In this game, it's like, I need more skill points. I need more skill points. So that's your farm. That's like, but besides farming gear and trying to get to the tier progression, through the tier progression, it's all about skill, feat caps, and skill. That's kind of the grind. It's like, well, that's where your direction you're going in. And the funny thing about it is, like, I feel like after a while, no matter how many tunes you make and how many powers you go through and whatever, I feel like it kind of becomes monotonous because there are no things to, you know, derive somebody's attention. Like you can do base decorations and things like that, you know, to break up the monotony. But literally, I would love to see more world dynamics, like dynamic events, like what Tryon. Tryon's very good at dynamic events in their game. Problem of it is they don't focus on their end game much. We have the opposite effect with DCUO. End game's very focused on. Problem of it is when you get there, you're like, what do I do now? Where there's no dynamic events that give players kind of that nice thing to go ahead and do in between time and to, you know, work towards something, you know, like in Metropolis or Gotham, you know, villain events, hero events, you know, making it more comic book, more MMO feel to it. City of Heroes and City of Villains had a couple of those events that gave it its dynamic event. That's why, I mean, the dungeon crawling in City of Heroes, City of Villains was way like cookie cutter. I mean, the dungeons felt continuously like cut and copy. And in this game, you don't have that, but literally there's no dynamics to the MMO experience other than, you know, your instance-based progression. So it's like, okay, cool, I've done this dungeon like all this many times. I got my marks, I got my gear, I'm on the next tier. What do I do? I mean, how can I get involved with lower levels? How can higher levels benefit from grouping with lower levels? So on and so forth. So I feel like that's something that needs addressed in this game. Just, I mean, it's a good game. It's very clean. It's very polished. You know, after SOE broke from Sony and they became Daybreaker Games, a lot of things have transpired. They've always had like good products. Problem of it is, like with EverQuest, it was always like money grab. And same thing with PlanetSide 2 was like awesome in its game application. Problem of it is, like, if you weren't a member, your certification became way harder. So that's, you'd lose players due to cert points. You know, it wasn't the game, it was buggy at certain points, but the game had so many dynamics for a shooter MMO. It was very dynamic, which I loved it. I loved PlanetSide 2, but unfortunately you'd see players come and go just because they wouldn't pay the membership fee, and then they had a struggle acquiring certification points. So, you know, that was pretty rough. And for EverQuest, it's always like some gimmick that's coming out. It's like, gimme, gimmick, gimme, gimmick, 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 gimme, 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 gimmick, gimmick, gimmick. And DCUO, very toned down, not as hardcore as something like EverQuest or EverQuest 2. You know, when they went free to play, you know, of course they had cash shop items, mainly all fluff. They have introduced a couple of things that will help new players, you know, get up to that level. I feel like that's a good thing in one way, because once you get to a certain point, you don't want to have to regrind a character. So it's good, but at the same time, it's bad if a new player comes in, drops $45, levels a character up to 170, and has no idea how to play the game. That is pretty bad. That's not a good thing. That's a bad thing. So, and like Aaliyah was saying, they introduced, or Kel was saying, they introduced that same aspect in World of Warcraft, like instant leveling. I don't necessarily think it's bad. It's just really, really not necessarily always a good idea from my standpoint. You know, it's kind of like, oh shit. But yeah, the game's good. It's fine. Like PC, I love the PC. I can't jack up my graphics are set on high, so this is about the highest graphics setting as I'm going to get in this game. But it's very clean cut. It's, you know, I mean, it runs very smooth, no lags. I usually get max frames. There'll be a couple points, you know, where you kind of lag out due to some of the stuff. Runs well on console platforms as well. So on Xbox and PlayStation, the game does run smooth. So, and a lot of people are like, oh, look, there's not that many people around here and stuff. Oh, they're all in instances and stuff. They still probably have a couple of thousand players running around. That must be a big guild log out. I see gamer tags. I'm not in a league currently. My leagues, I don't know what happened to my league. But if I get in the league, it will probably be hardcore league. Was definitely a hardcore player back in the day. So, and then we used to be able to drag people through raids just to get their marks, but then they stopped that. You couldn't get your marks if you were under a CR level. You used to be able to just go in there, grab marks, go to another one, grab marks, go here, grab marks. Didn't matter the difficulty, we just carry them through it, just get the marks. They quit that shit. They're like, well, if you're under, you're not getting marks. You know, you're not going to carry these people. So that, you know, we used to be able to do that. So I can't ask like somebody to join a league and then have them, you know, carry me through stuff for gear. If I'm under, it's not going to do me any good to be in there. That's cool. I actually like that outfit. Some of the coolest aspects to this game is literally the customization once you unlock it. In the beginning, there's not a lot, which kind of sucks. So, like, Elder Scrolls has motifs where you acquire, and in the outfitting station, which is really cool. I like that they did that. But in this game, it's all about coming up with the styles. Once you acquire those styles, right, then you can customize your character's look. The more style types you learn, the more you can customize them. Like, this is my dude. He's named Happy Lantern, and he's a, you know, obviously a yellow lantern, not green. So I have my yellow aura. I have, you know, my Celestial Core outfit with clown stuff. He's scary.
This is Amanda Waller. The Suicide Squad is now in control of the situation.
Totally. Wait, we need a healer.
Force X to assist you. I don't want to hear any complaints. You will cooperate with them.
We need a healer.
Okay, sensors have picked
Which
up
rolls?
Genesis are using boom tubes to breach the defenses. Get to the central hub and exterminate them.
God dang. This is going to be bad if he doesn't switch. I hate that. People queue it in for a healer and then they won't play it. They can queue it in, they just won't play it. That's how you get around. Dumb. You can't do these without support roles. Jesus. That's how you get around it. You queue in as a healer, but you don't switch the role. Jeez, Matesis. I told you, you need a healer. Or leave. pointless. It is literally pointless. You won't complete it without a fucking healer. Some of these, you need your support roles. You need them. You'll just keep getting your ass kicked. People all want a DPS. It's like, this is a fucking MMO. It's not a fucking shooter. Get the fuck out of here. You know, MMOs have support classes. Never ceases to fucking amaze me. I swear to God. Ever, 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 and ever. How many players are like running around completely fucking clueless? Anyways, so let me get into this. Okay, so let's go to styles. And once you go to styles and you learn a style or a, you know, whatever, what you have, you literally get pages upon pages of different style types. Right? And basically you can literally, like, I could put a Kung Fu style on right here. Right? I could put a Mayan style. I can go with a Necromancer. I can go with a sweater if I wanted to, which it looks really fucking horrible. Oh my god, they're even gross in games. You can go with like a robotic look. You can go steampunks looks. Kryptonian. Valentine. All sorts of stuff. So there's a lot of things in the game that you can unlock with styles. And that's my discipline of Parallax. And that's kind of, I guess, a grind as well. You know, how do you want your player to look? How do you want your character to look? So, just another way to grind. So, anywho, I'm going to let you guys go. Yeah, it's a good game. A lot of cool things about DC. I will be probably playing this on and off in between other games as well. Trying to get back into certain things and checking out some old games I haven't been to in a while. I haven't been in this game for years, so I was like, hey man, let's take a look at it. Let's see what's changed. How's it play? It still plays really well. Like I said, well polished. Really cool. Not a lot of superhero games out there. A lot of fantasy games, but science fiction and superhero type MMOs are not abundant. So it's kind of in its niche market, right? It kind of has the appeal for players wanting this type of MMO experience. So no, get off me. So it's kind of like one of those things that you're going to enjoy. It's going to be like, okay, cool deal. This is a really cool game. And some people might not like it. There are pros, there are cons to the game. Like I said, end game, very story-worthy, very traditional, very theme parked. But then at the end game, no dynamics to the content. And that's something that this game could utilize. And if it did, it would go a lot further. So sometimes it's not always about throwing endgame and progressing more endgame. It's about opening up the dynamics between the players who are a lower progression with the players who have higher progression and kind of meeting in the middle. So there you guys have it. All right, I'm Mr. Graven. This is Mystic MMOs. Thank you guys for watching. And once again and always, have a nice day.